Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to our show. Hope you guys are doing well because they're having a wonderful day. Oh, I forgot to do this. On this gorgeous 3rd of August 2025, we woke up about 4 minutes ago. Let's get this day started. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a good day. But for it to be a good day, we're gonna need to start. So what are we wearing today? Are we wearing the same as usual? No. Okay. I know that you're not up. Okay. We reached rank 15 and silver. Platinum. Oh shit, that's better. Sorry about this. Need to take it out because otherwise all pictures are gonna get copyrighted, so I don't want that. Cause your love is my drug. Yep. Okay. People say the rust is by the price I pay. I guess so. When you're with me. Yes. I don't care. I don't care. I've got the fuzzy. Yeah. Pressure. It's so hard. Yeah. Doo-doo. 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 Because your love is my drug. You're what people say the price is worth. The price I pay gets so high when you're with me. My drug. Who's texting me, bro? Really? Nice. Good. Ugh. Do, 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 do. In the drugs. Don't blink, it's your boy. I wish I was as cool as this person. As cool as this person. Because they're having a wonderful day on this 3rd August 2025. We just woke up about 40 minutes ago. Just chill a little bit. Had to do some things. So today, on the menu today, you know what? I love saying that. On the menu today, we have some videos, a TikTok live. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. TikTok live, some streams. I think I'm gonna do a bike ride. Oh, we have to go out tomorrow, so no bike ride today. Well, technically no bike ride right now. I have to go out at about 16 hours, which we're gonna still be awake. For something, so that's gonna be cool, and we'll do the bike ride then. That's pretty much it, to be honest. TikTok live, Twitch streams. Yes, but for now, let's make some videos. I don't care the price I pay. I get so high when you're. I don't care what people say. The rush is paid, the worth I pay. I get so high when you're with me. Kesha. I miss you, Kesha. I miss the good old days. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the commercial. They're having a wonderful day. Double tower, triple tower. On this 3rd August 2025. You know, I love saying August. It's August because it's August, but I say August. Just think it's sweet. Today's a pretty busy day, to be honest. Can you see me? I'm too tall. For the first time in my life, I'm too tall. The question is the last time? The answer, I hope not. I was pretty sad. Not gonna lie. So there's not really a nice nature corn. However, it's kind of foggy. It's kind of weird. We woke up about 40 minutes ago. Some shit to do, and some people to talk to. My beloved people. But more than that, you know what? Even though there's a shitty nature corn, this morning actually pretty good. Now I know what you're saying. Ink, you said that you woke up 40 minutes ago. But you talk about this morning sunrise. How does that work? Because you know that it's 6:15 p.m. Well, I'm glad that you ask. It's called day sleeping, brah. Oh. And of course, I press down the button for. Of course, I press down the button for the nature corn. So don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. I'm not gonna do the speech again, but it was a great speech. I'm gonna post it as a great speech. Yeah, my apologies. My geez Louise. Kind of cool, kind of weird weather. So check it out. Oh, I forgot the hummus. Don't blink if you're leaving. Oh, welcome to the show. Everyone having a wonderful day on this 3rd August 2025. I like saying August. I don't know why, it makes me happy. Are you gonna correct the guy because he said something that makes him happy? Right? It's like a kid that says a swear word. It's not the bad swear word. It's like a kid saying shit that makes him laugh. Are you gonna stop him? Now you're gonna tell him like, hey. Hee ha ha. Don't say it in public though. You can say it at home but not at school. I'm like, okay. I'm done with that, bro. No. There will be the occasional slip at school where you say shit at school because I'm so used to saying shit at home. And when the teacher's gonna call you Monsieur Charest, Monsieur Vendetta, your son is saying some bad word in class. This is the face I'll give them. What? My son? No way. And then they'll discover the YouTube channel and see my son swearing at home. And they'll be like, this guy lied to you. Not the great thing. Even then, the teacher will stop being mad at my son and be mad at me. I think for people. I'm a people pleaser. I am the shizzle of this apartment. Now I live alone, but if I was living 3-4 people, cool room, still think I would be the coolest guy. Put a 5th person in, oosh. That'd be some competition. Today, we're doing an intro. I want to film right now because I think the weather is nice. I'm not sure saying. Weather is that nice. And I'm saying, in my head, I'm saying, what, you want a hellstorm? Want to rain badly? Want to have a snowstorm? No, it's actually pretty nice. And even if it wasn't, this morning we had some beautiful, beautiful sunrise, so I'm pretty happy. Now, I'm just saying, if you woke up 20 minutes ago thinking your hose, I stole that from T. Fixing my hose. How are you saying that this morning we had a beautiful sunrise? Day sleep, bruh. That's how we do it. Back on the menu. I love saying that. We have a video to do right now. We'll go on bicycle. We'll do a Twitch stream. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on bicycle. I'll be charging this phone and there's tablet. We'll go out. I don't know if I want to go on bike right now though. That may have to wait tomorrow. I don't think I have the time. But then again, fuck it. So the possibility, yeah. Then we'll come back and make some videos until 9-ish, and then we'll do a Twitch stream. We'll do a TikTok stream, kind of late, like till 9 from 9 to 9:45, and that'll be the day, because I need to better plan my time. I wasn't supposed to go to bed that late. I couldn't sleep, and when I slept, I was like, oh, bruh. I'm gonna wake up at we didn't even oversleep, guys. We woke up at 5:40. We went to bed at like 10. I was hoping to go to bed at 8. Yeah. So this is kind of bohish. You're gonna hear that sound a lot. We're multitasking. What is this? Well, we're watching Lost right now, so this could be the code that I need to input so the island doesn't suffer from disastrous consequences. Now we don't know what those consequences are, and we don't know what those consequences are. Well, I can't judge like, hey, this is gonna happen. However, as long as I don't take a risk, we don't take risk. Am I a risk taker in life? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm pretty boring as a person. However, if the price is, oh my god. If you guys came in, oh my god, what the fuck. If you guys came in a couple minutes before, I was thinking Kesha. And now, I was thinking Kesha, and it was, cause your love is my drug. Of course, we didn't plan this, but in the song, the price that when you're with me, the price I pay. There's something about risk in there, no? The risk I take, the price. No, that's the price. Never mind. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Let's get this day started. Because your love is my drug. Your love. Nope. Sheesh. 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 King at your pick today. Here you go. I don't feel the pain, 'cause there's a risk and a price pay. Oh, I don't know, I don't so in a victory mode. Didn't work, didn't cry. Still I said goodbye. Forgot to tell V happy birthday. Yeah. A lot of videos didn't work. I don't know why. I do not know why. Oh well. As they say in French, c'est la vie. Beautiful. Ooh, the goose are back. Don't blink, you should be. Welcome to Dark Show. Just been well because I'm having a wonderful day on this gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous. 3rd August 2025. What you're saying? August. This is the second video that we do today, right? You're good. That is the second video that we do today. I don't have a lot of time, so ergo, you're not gonna see me doing the amazing intro that we are usually known for. But other than that, you don't care. I'm in a good mood today. We woke up about 40 minutes ago, so, well, not 40. It's now an hour. If I was not in a good mood, I don't know what would be happening to me, right? I have a lot of time tonight. However, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a couple episodes because I would like to do a TikTok live, and then I would like to come back, and then we're gonna be focusing on the Lost. So tomorrow when we do Lost, I'll be able to do Lost. It's just a bunch of stuff that I have to do. So it's a busy day. Am I nervous? A little bit, yes. I don't want the price we pay. I get so high when you're with me. No prices. It's not my favorite song by Kesha. My favorite song is possibly oh what a shame you no, it's I hear your heartbeat, feel the beat of the drums. Oh what a shame that you came here with someone. So while you here in my arms. That's probably my favorite song. So we have episode number 14 special. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a Mikael episode. Mikael Jero. A mysterious beast manifests itself again when Michael and Locke come into conflict. Saeed recruits Shannon for to help him decipher. Ooh, that was a nice word. The card of the French girl, which is Danielle. I don't know why they call it. It to me, it's a bit of a, eesh. Yeah. I mean, having a blast. What? Oh, pray thou. Oh, wait a second. We're tasting a cute chick. The price I pray. Oh, pray tell. Oh, pray tell. Oh, pray tell. There you go. There you go. Um, it's it's a pet peeve that they call it the French girl. So I'm French. So I'm like, dude, she has a name. It's like she had a name. It was like, did you know what I noticed? La Fontaine Hermes. So you has a nickname from everybody. Kate is Freckles. Jacques is the doctor. John, I don't know the name. Michael is Chief. Jin is Chewy. I want to tell you the truth. I can get Chief because he's kind of in charge of the boats. And I don't get Chewy. Operate out. There you go. Yeah. So we have Mikael. Flashback. I absolutely love Mikael. Now, in this case, this is phenomenal. Why? Because we finally have a flashback make sense. For example, most of the flashbacks were behind stories. Now, in Mikael's case, what I absolutely adore is that we having a flashback as soon as he learns to be a father. Mikael, biggest trait of the character is being a father, being protective towards Walt. So him having flashback as a father is actually quite nice. It's actually quite apropos. So Michael comes in, and he's like, they're shopping for baby seats. Now the coolest thing is they're broke. It's Michael and Susan. If I remember the name of the character, because I either liked her or not. Susan, it's odd. Do I like Susan? I don't know. I don't think I like her, but I don't think I hate her. But that's the weird thing. Oh my god. One of the first characters that I don't like, don't dislike, but I do care about. Susan is important. So they have a kid, and then Michael is like, yo, and this is the sad thing. They buy a baby crib, and Susan goes in and say, hey, that's 3 months worth of rent. Sorry, he had a work with sick today. That's 3 months of rent, and he's like, don't worry, I'll pick up some shifts. And then at this time, Michael is an artist, which is sad because Michael, no, sorry. Oh my god, this is when you see that this is my first video today. It's early. Super nice. So Michael's the father, Walt is the son. Michael would want to be an artist, so it would have been better if well, not better, but it would have been easy to get along with Walt if he was an artist. So they said, I'll start construction. So he's kind of giving up his dream for her. However, she's following a course. Right now, she's a nurse. She wants to become a lawyer. She'll succeed into that lawyer thing. Then what happened is she leaves for this trip, right? And then she's in Australia, and she had Walt. So then Michael was like, yo, I want to come. And then she's like, I can't, I'm working, I can't. And then in the background, he's hearing a voice of a man. Now that man is Brian Porter. Fuck you, Brian Porter, you piece of shit. So Brian Porter comes in and it's like, who's that guy? And then she's like, oh, I've been seeing someone. And the best thing ever, which I love Michael so much. I love Michael. I think Michael is really my favorite character. And I say that about everybody, but still. Michael says, I'm coming over. And then Susan's like, no, I don't love you. And the guy's like, I'm not coming for you, I'm coming for my son, which I fucking loved. But then he goes and he gets hit by a car. Because he gets hit by a car, he's not able to walk, and this is why he wasn't part of Walt's life as a baby. Because the car hit him so hard that he couldn't even get on the plane. He couldn't walk in himself. What did it stop? So then, Brian comes in. So we learn that Susan died. So Brian comes in and said, yo. And this is kind of crazy cool. I actually love that. Like I said, Michael, amazing character. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do 1 episode. We'll do a TikTok live, then we'll come back and do 2 episodes. Then we'll stream, then we'll do in the morning we'll do 3 episodes. The reason as to why is I'm gonna have a problem with batteries. Right now it's 6:30. I need to be filming until 9:30. I got 2 ways of doing that. The first way is finishing this video charging the phone until 100%, then filming until it reached 15, and then going in. And for this phone is gonna be okay because when I do the TikTok live, I'm gonna do it for this phone super simple. I'm glad you asked. Um, we'll we'll um, we'll charge it with the battery pack. I have two. I have this one. It's not good. This one is not good because it's solar panel, but it's taking time to charge. Um, so then Brian Porter comes in, and then he said, "Hey, Susan died." He said, "I don't want to be a father." And Michael, the best thing is, he wants Robin in anything, but it's like, no, you have to be his father. He thinks that if you're his father, and I can't, man. I didn't want to be a father. And he said, "Well, why did you adopt him?" I said, "Oh, I did for her." And then he said, "There's something weird with Walt. Things happen next to him. A lot of things happen with him when he's around, and the bad stuff." Now, again, this could be meaningful in a sense of they're supposed to. Every single character is kind of special. Um, and we see Boone being not a special guy, but there for Shannon. Michael could be that for Walt. Walt could be the special character, and then Michael could be the guy trying to save him. It's kind of funny because we see Claire, right? And Claire comes in. Claire comes in, and Claire's like, "I need to protect my baby," you know. So we see this as a maternal aspect. We see mom a lot, and then Michael comes in. It's like, "Yo, I'm gonna do the same thing for my son." So we have a really cool. In the last episode, we know that Michael found his letters. Um, this is the insane part. Locke is there. See, this is why I fucking love Lost. It's amazing. So John has taken care of Walt because Walt is always following him, and Walt is like, "Yo, you teach me how to survive, right?" And Michael's like, "No, you're not gonna teach my kid to survive. He's a kid. Fuck that." But John, I think John is right here because John is like, "Yo, this kid is gonna need to survive. This is not normal. This guy has been through hell. Like in a month, he was in a car crash and his mom died. So he needs to be guided in some ways." Now, the coolest thing with that um, is that Michael is also right because Michael already lost his son to one man. So um, as a father, Michael's in a position of, "Yo, this is my kid. You're not gonna be the father of my kid." And then Brian was the father of the kid. Then John could be the second Brian. It's like, no, I'm not gonna let that happen. I finally have Walt. Then I have a fight because Locke is involving. However, in this case, I have to side with John because the kid is going to John. The kid is going to John and saying, "Yo, can you teach me?" It's not like John is forcing the kid. The kid is asking. You got Saeed and
What are we talking about doing now? For another excuse to get chased down and killed by whatever lives in the jungle? Guys, we can't keep doing this. Building water filtration systems, playing golf, taking us home here. We need to get off this island. Any of us?
he's right. They're planning on how to better be at survival. And then he said we should put our effort into ouch. Fuck. To put our effort into getting out of the island. What they're trying to say is a transmitter to know what's up. So for example, Saeed came back from the French, right? And she's saying like, "Yo, she has a lot of stuff. She has battery we can use. He wants to use the battery for the transmitter." So, you know. Fuck, you see, I don't remember. There's such a cool thing. We see a Flash comic book. So Walt is reading a Flash comic book. Now, why is that so cool? Because we later learned that the comic book was from Hugo. So it was speaking Spanish. I thought that the book was meant that was dead, right? And no, it's from Hugo, so that's actually pretty cool. We have Michael trying to do some stuff with Walt, which helping him to be teaching him some stuff. See, this is what I love about Michael. Michael tells Walt, "Hey, I'm gonna be teach me some stuff, and I'm gonna teach you some stuff." And then I don't know if he wants to I don't want if he wants to. It's there's a part of father stuff, but it's also a part that you see that John is teaching his kid stuff, and his kid is willing to learn. So it's like, okay, you're gonna learn, I'll teach you stuff, which I actually did like. Um, so they're building a second raft because again, is it now that the raft burned or not?
Mark, whatever you find in the pile, so you take stock.
I think they're building the first raft. The first raft. Yeah, I think they're building the first raft.
Diary.
So somebody stole Claire's diary, and that's such a shame because she was writing a diary. I think it's the only one on the island. I would love to see Claire's diary. I would love to see. It's such a good concept. Like, hey, this is how the survivor feels. This is how a survivor that's not a survivor feels. So, for example, like I said before, in Lost, there's a lot of people that are just working for the betterment of the canon, but most people aren't doing shit. So seeing somebody that doesn't do shit and how they feel about it, because even though those people aren't as important, I got a mosquito bite a lot today. Um, Even though those people aren't as important as our main cast, she's still important. Claire, as of right now, she's that important. So then there's this diary, right? And Charlie didn't know that she was running a diary until they stole it. So then we end up knowing that it's Sawyer. Now, this is kind of a shitty move from Sawyer, but it's out of desperation because there's so little things to read there that everything, which is a book, could be used. So then Sawyer ET's Charlie's like, yo, don't you want to know what she thinks about you? And Charlie kind of is like, no, no, no. But Charlie, as a junkie, has a problem with Will and resisting. So in the end, he ends up reading the diary. I think it's kind of fucked up. I think it's kind of fucked up. See, Sawyer, this is the craziest thing. Sawyer is supposed to be an asshole. So Sawyer is known to be an asshole. So when he does something that's questionable, you're like, oh my god, Sawyer, this is disgusting. Like, no, no, no. Classic Sawyer. He's a piece of shit. We know he's a piece of shit. Actually quite kind of like that. Oh, I have an idea. This is a good idea too. I look around me. All I see to see. You come over nowhere. I can see. No, you're not gonna make it like this, So when Sawyer does something wrong, you don't care. When Charlie does something wrong, then he's an asshole. No, he just did what Sawyer did. How come you didn't say Sawyer you're an asshole, but you're saying Charlie you're an asshole? And that is the beauty of it. I am so happy because we've been filming for 25 minutes, and we're not having problem with the we're not having problem yet with the let's not say it too early with the heat. So this is actually pretty shitty. Kate is the one that tells him don't do that, which is cool because when he does something wrong, there's a bit of a part of oh, leave him alone. You know how he is, right? But when he's doing something bad, and she's gonna be like, yo, don't do that. So she's kind of like his moral compass. Again, we had a fight between Michael and John. So it's all the question of, do we think John is bad or not? Got Charlie that's trying to resist reading diary. Now, what's kind of cool is reading Claire's diary. Have an asshole move, but don't voice it out. So it's like, I know your secret, but you're not gonna know the secrets. Now, isn't diary is something important? Probably not. It's just it's just instances to. It's sort of just instances to what do we call this? To put those characters together, right? So, for example, we have another couple. We have Jin and Sun. We have Kate and Sawyer. You see? Bleak blood. Fuck. I hate mosquitoes. We have Kate and Sawyer's. We have Claire and Charlie. There's a lot of people that are in a relationship. Once again, they lose Vincent. Vincent going out all the time. I don't know how it feels. I don't know if it's normal for us to do that. You know, we have this perfect place, and I gotta say the episode ends in the best fashion. So Walt leaves because he's fighting with Michael. And Walt leaves, and the first thing that Michael does is he goes to John. Where the fuck is Walt? And then he fights. This is a very powerful scene. Why? Because John cares a lot about Walt. Um, um, okay, that's a bit weird. I think John acts this fatherly because he didn't have a father, so he does have daddy issues. Instead of okay, so in this case it's gonna be a weird thing to talk about, but fine. Daddy issues in most cases will be attraction to older men. In this case, daddy issues for a straight guy. For example, I was to have daddy issues. I would. This is gonna be personal. It's gonna have nothing to do with Lost. So if you're here for Lost, I'm so sorry. We're gonna talk about something else. Um, in this case, I have the best example. I don't have that issue, but I have sister's issues. My sister died. Yeah. So, a lot of the women that I'm seeing, it's hard for me to stay friends with them. But either it's ending up in Lost or Lost LUS, not LOSC, although that would be funny. Or it ends up I'm seeing you as a sister. I think that's important. Yep. So we see Michael, Walt is stuck in a tree, right? So Walt ran away from it. Now, the weird thing here is this a polar bear. We don't know how many of them there are. I don't know if he kills them. I think it's once again the island giving an illusion as to, hey, you need to save your son. So Michael goes to save his son. It's a really cool moment. I have to give all my props to John. John sees the kid and he's like, he could save him. But then he tells Michael how to save the kid, and he gives him the knife, save the kid. And at the same time, it's so cool because in one of the first episodes, John is like, yo, I found the dog of your son, but I want you to be the one that gave it to him. And then he said, I can save your son, but I want you to save him. So that was actually a really cool moment. And this is how the episode ends. So again, not super important. When I'm watching Lost, I'm realizing that, and that's super sad. And this is how we differentiate from other shows. I don't really, you can still skip some stuff. That's because I don't care about it. If I myself not really caring about that everyday life, day to day, day to day, I don't know if that's a good thing. Life of the survivor, I just care about what they're going through. I have time for another episode, so let's do another episode. Sounds good? Sounds delightful. So the episode is called Claire is back. Oh yeah, okay. So it's kind of nuts because Claire, oh man, this was shitty. We missed something that's important. But at the same time, we didn't start the episode, so not a big deal. We hear noise. We hear noise. So again, we have Sawyer and what's his name? We have Sawyer and John. No, so not Sawyer. Sorry, Boone and John that goes out and to explore the island, right? And then they see Claire. So Claire come back and she doesn't know anybody. She has amnesia. So I don't know if the amnesia is trauma wise or something. She's okay. Her baby's okay. She's okay physically. Mentally, she's not doing so well. So we have episode number 5, which is Al Derive. I don't know if it's Al Derive in English. Al Derive is like Lost in the Sea. And again, what we have Ethan come back. Claire is back and she lost every single souvenir since the crash. Jack and Locke are concealing a plan versus his aggressor that says I'm gonna kill the other one. So how it goes, we're gonna go. What is that? Is that Moral Charlie's? and it's more of Charlie's. It's more Charlie's. So I'm gonna go with the flashback after because this flashback is not. See, I don't like Charlie. So why are there? Because Ethan. No, I can't tell you. This is too much of a spoiler. Let's do it in order, like we usually do. We have more Charlie being a junkie, and this time what he does is he's seducing like super wealthy woman. So in this case, he seduces. Seduce is in French. He seduces a wealthy daughter, and she actually likes him. And Charlie is, in this case, it's not so bad as something Sawyer would done or even Kate did, but it's still, gosh, Charlie. It's always gonna be a moral compass. If a person is pretty low on the moral compass, what they're doing is more excusable because you don't expect much from them. Charlie is pretty high in the moral compass. He's a junkie that wants to be a good guy. He wants to be a good guy. He does good deeds. Just because he does good deeds, when he does a bad deed, people notice. So at the end, she gets him a job. She gets him everything that he wants. They feel bad for him because his man is gone and he doesn't know what to do. So they give him a job, and then it's kind of crazy because he makes a plan with his drug dealer. The drug dealer's like, "Yo, you don't need to pay me, but whatever you do, we'll split into." So he knows that Charlie is a big ticket money. So what he does is he feeds him drugs for free because at the end the money he's gonna make is gonna be more than if he was paying for drugs. And then Charlie steals from the people, so they kind of forsake him. Charlie see that Claire is back. Now this is kind of like a shame because Claire, she's freaking out. She's like, "Yo, who are you guys?" She doesn't remember anything. At where I am, there's not a lot of memories that are back to her. Now this is kind of amazing because she lost her memory. She saw the others, and she doesn't recognize them. What's that else important? Well, Daniel, which is a French woman, she'll come back to camp, and Claire won't recognize her. However, Daniel will come back with claws, right? With claws mark. And then Claire's like, "Yo, I did this to you." And that's how you remember that. Okay, well, Daniel, she's not a good person. So yeah, pretty much it. So Claire come back and she's like, "Okay, well, we're gonna do." She doesn't remember shit. And it's kind of weird. So we got Charlie right away who's saying like, "Hey, I'm your friend. Don't worry, you can trust me." Now, and at the same time, the biggest pro of the flashback is Charlie at the end, even though he's a junkie, he takes a job, and the girl's like, "I get what you stole. I guess what you like because you're a junkie. Why do you take the job?" And Charlie says, "Listen, I want to help you. I'm taking care of you." And then the ending of the flashback is the girl saying, "You won't be able to take care of anybody. You're a nothing." Why is that important? Well, it's important when you think about Charlie as a junkie. That's important because you're in a position of. We could be in a position where this is the second time that he does that. He feels the same way about Claire that he felt about the woman. He wants to protect her. So it's past behavior that repeats itself. Which would be in the case of. And I have to say, this is actually kind of nice. So at the end, I'm gonna spoil it right away. Ethan come back, right, and then Charlie kills him. I'm gonna say why, but he kills him, right, and that's actually something I fucking hate about Charlie, because, like, yo, you're impulsive, you just take a decision that you're not supposed to take. This is dumb. However, it could be seen as, I'm gonna take care of you. It could be seen as a failure from the past and making sure it doesn't fail again. And if it is, that's actually pretty cool. We don't know what to do. More people are like, yo, just leave her alone. She'll remember what she remembers. Charlie goes with Jin. So Jin is actually pretty strong, and they have this kind of new rules. It's not a rule per se, but it's a rule. It's a rule of, like, yo, if they come back to us, what do we do? How do they defend themselves? Charlie goes in the wood and he sees Jin. It's like, yo, let's travel together. Because it's safer. Ethan throws something at Jin. What he throws is actually a really, really old thing. What you do is you take a rope and you take two rocks. So that's what you're gonna do is, if you throw it like that, the rock is gonna turn, and turn, and turn, and turn. And this turning is gonna call EMC, E equal MC2. Energy equal mass corporelle times 2. So the heavier something is, the more it's gonna get speed, which is physics. So because it's getting speed, it attacks you, and it's become kind of powerful weapon. So that's actually pretty good, and that's actually pretty one of the first things that was discovered. See, which is nuts because that possibly means that gravity and physics was discovered very early on. We got John and Jack, and what I love about this case is they're not really getting along. They have this completely different side of them, right? Ah man, this is so nice. This is so nice. And they get together for a common enemy. There's this sentence that really blows my mind, and it's nothing unites like a common enemy. So I thought that was apropos. That was kind of nice here. Next on the list we have what? On the list we have something that's actually quite important. I'm gonna check if I'm done with this. 56%. We're not done. We're close to being done, which is great. Which is not great because we're gonna be late. But however, today at 10 I have to go to a store. I have to go to the government again. So we're gonna be closer to. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to work as much today. So the fact that they came together to take care of the other people is kind of nice. Now it causes also a problem because Jack and the mallet, he found a lot of guns. He found 4 guns to be exact. There's 5 guns on the island. The 5th gun was on the person of the marshal. The 4 guns could be used in this case. We don't know how many bullets they are, and they're saying like, yo, we don't know how many people there are, so it could be just Ethan. But in this case, we don't know if Daniel and Ethan are working together. We know that there's at least one person that's coming after them, which is weird because why would there only be one person, right? It doesn't make any other sense. It doesn't make any other sense. We know from the French lady that there's other people on the island, right? But if it was more than just, if it was only Ethan, she'll say, oh, this man, this strange man, versus other people, you know? It's a bit of a flaw. We see Jin and Sun. Now, why is that amazing scene? This is gonna sound bad, but they don't understand what's going on because nobody talks to them. So Sun is asking Jin, hey, what do you think's going on? Like, and Jin says, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna take care of it. You know? And even saying like, yo, they're doing something bad and this is why we're gonna attack. But more of Charlie and Claire. It's funny because Claire kind of remembered that Charlie and her were close. So I actually do like that. It's not like I remember everything, but I do remember something. Boone is taking care of everything, and that sucks. Boone is supposed to take care of the island, but he falls asleep, and somebody else is killed. So what they do is kind of crazy because they find a body and they think the body is dead. Now you see that the nape of the neck is broken, so that's like insane. So now we got the funeral, which is also a good thing because we established that we were having funerals before. You know, it's actually pretty cool. So, in this case, now people are worried, like, yo, how does this person die? When they got killed, who killed them? Other people, what are the people? So you cannot hide a secret anymore. So you're putting a chaotic situation where you cannot control people because they're fearful. Fearful is a chaotic emotion, you can't control it. Claire and Shannon talk. Again, Shannon could have been super cool and say, yo, you're this person, be mindful that Claire is suffering from amnesia. However, she doesn't give a fuck. Now, this could be seen as something good. Treat you normal no matter what. This could be cool. So now, Jack is giving a gun to Locke. Now, the coolest thing about this is in episode before, not 3, not 4, not 5, he was saying, hey, I don't know if you can trust Locke. So giving him a gun is actually quite hard. Give me a sec, I'm gonna text. Yeah, nice. Nice. Noise. Sawyer goes in, he asks for a gun. Now this, with Jack, is the coolest fucking thing. Because he tells Sawyer like, yo, I know you know how to shoot. The question is, who knows how to shoot? Because most people are there. Jack takes a gun, he doesn't know how to shoot. Locke takes a gun, he knows how to shoot. And then you know that Sawyer knows how to shoot. So there's 3 people that take a gun. Now Kate, no, I'm so sorry, Saeed is also there. Kate is like, I want a gun too. And he said, sorry. And this is the craziest thing. because this is again a showcase of how differently Jack treats Kate versus how differently Sawyer treats Kate. So Jack in this case is like, yo, I'm sorry, can I go? And it's like Sawyer's like, no, no, if you want to come, I have a gun too, which is an Arthur Marshall. So then you realize that they have 5 guns in their gun. So this Jack is trying to protect Kate. Sawyer's like, no, 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 you're your own woman, I got you. Well, I thought that in this case Sawyer was a bit better. However, I understand how Jack feels. But then he's pissed at Sawyer because he hit a gun. Now the hitting the gun, it's kind of like a two thing. It's kind of very, very important. Why? By hitting the gun, he could have. Again, this is important. This is under the safety of people. However, he didn't use it. If you hit a gun, yes, you could have used. You could have killed someone, but you didn't do. So in this case, I'm not really mad at you, right? So now they take Claire as a bait. Ethan comes in and they subdue him. Now the question is to question him. However, what Charlie does is Charlie shoots at Ethan, and he really shoots at Ethan, and it's nuts. It's not because he shoots at Ethan in a way where he killed him, and we could have used him. I think I was pissed at Charlie because I was like, yo, what are you doing, dude? You could have used this. But then, guess what? I think in this case, it makes sense thanks to the flashback. It made sense thanks to the flashback. So, Jack comes in and tells Charlie, why did you kill him, bro? That was not cool. You understand what you did was kind of wrong. It's like, yo, this guy's an animal. This guy was dangerous. I protected the camp. And in this case, it's a scenario of I am willing to, Charlie, am willing to go someplace you're not willing to go. Ergo, I am willing to go farther to protect the camp than you are. And to me, that was kind of nice. That was kind of nice because we want to see the camp protected. You might not care about every single character. We care about most characters. I don't care about it's so complex. For example, to do something like a trope. For example, we have the weather reporter or the science reporter, the science teacher, and we introduce him just to kill him this same episode. So that's kind of nuts. Now, how did they make a mistake? They said that there was 46 characters. So there's always gonna be these characters. By the way, I forgot a joke, which is pretty sad actually. The guy who died, the person who got killed, was Steve. Steve was a twin. So he was a twin. He had another twin. So whenever one of them is dead, we'll call him Scott. No, that's Steve. Steve is dead. I'm glad I had this. This is beautiful. Anyway, I gotta go. Look at that live. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're gonna stop this recording. Nice. We're gonna make sure that we did quests. Nice. Good. We got one. William, baby. Hey, Rondo. Okay, I'm guessing. Oh, nice. But essential DC. At this game sucks. Heck yeah, bye. Heck yeah. So, welcome to Team Darkest Night, Dar. This last week, and we will help us we can. My team is amazing. There's a ton of nice players. Currently trying to upgrade stuff in Workshop on the Queen are getting ridiculous. For faster Queen Gathering, what ultra weapon did you have? This game sucks. Ultra weapon with ultimate weapon, yeah? If so, I have Chain Lightning, Smart Missile, Landmine, and Golden Tower. Try to get B. So Falcon said, try to get BH and X option and Death Wave. Too bad you've already picked your Landmine. I picked it very first, unfortunately. Focus, Lab, unlocking more Lab at first. Get. We got the best guild. Thanks everyone for being so helpful. Talking a way to get out of this beautiful place. It's something I can't escape, so tell me a lie, I sin for the sky. Do it not my bad intention, and do what I do best to your heart. Don't be fooled, I was raised by the wolves. Now the moon is a fool, so you know. My apologies. I don't want to live. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Choo 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 choo. Choo 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 choo. Choo choo choo. Choo 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 choo. Choo doo 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 doo. You. Okay. Let's end and do a TikTok live.